Hi everyone, welcome. This is Bibi Lorenzetti, and I am a yoga teacher, birth doula, postpartum IU doula, and a health coach. If you're new to my channel, first of all, I want you to know that this is a very DIY channel. I have a small baby, and it is a pandemic right now, and so I try to get in videos whenever my baby is napping. So whatever outfit I happen to have on, whatever background happens to be going on, I just turn on the video and try to put out information that is worthwhile. That's my main concern is the content. So thank you for not minding what's around me, and thank you for being here to learn and to be supported through this medium. So today I'm going to focus on little self practices that are helpful with pacifying anxiety or Vata element or an overactive mind, right? Pitta element during pregnancy, especially towards the end of the pregnancy, around the 34th week, when we begin to kind of really become aware of what's coming, and we're beginning to nest, and so there's all this um, external stuff coming at us from everybody in terms of their birth stories, their experience with baby. All mothers want to give us their take on their experience, and so it's an important time to kind of shield yourself and begin to move inwards and find your own way as the mother that you will be, because it's already within you, and it's important that you create the space for it to come forth and to mother yourself and to begin to feel what it's like to take care of yourself, so that you can then continue to do that as the baby comes and extend that to your baby. So it's a very special time, and I highly recommend that that you take the time to move inwards and to block out. So that being said, if you are experiencing anxiety and sleepless nights where you're just worrying about how your birth is going to go, if you're going to be able to give a natural birth, if you have the right things for baby, all these worries are totally normal. And there's things that you can do to help yourself, but it does take a little bit of discipline and a little bit of willingness to stop doing what you are doing and to take the mind to a different place, right? To block out the noise and to really cultivate that tethering back towards yourself. So, some of external things that help with that journey are self massage. So, I have here a few things: lavender oil, an organic one. This is an Italian one, but it's called Biochima. But you can find tons of essential oils all over the web, so I wouldn't stress too much about the brand, but more of where they're being sourced and how they're being processed. So lavender oil. I have a random mist bottle that I usually fill with lavender oil, orange blossom, peppermint, or sage. I mix it and then I just use it to kind of spray in the room to help me ground anytime I feel overwhelmed. So again, lavender, orange blossom, cleared, clearly, cleary sage, and peppermint, which helps to integrate all of them. Um, it's a nice blend to have at hand. You can mix it with a little water. Then I have sesame oil, which I'll go into what we will be using it for. And then I have my own blend of herbs for relaxing baths. And I will go into that in a moment. And then you will need a cloth of sorts. I have a regular towel, which I've folded up, and you'll see why in a moment. So I'm going to start with the sesame oil, which you will want to warm up. And we use it for a self foot massage. So I'm going to sit here so I can show you what you want to be doing to your foot. And this is something that you can do at night. What you would do is that you would just put, as you can see, this has been fully used. You put a little bit of sesame oil in a pot and you heat it up just a little bit so it's uh, room temperature, a little warmer than that, but it's not too hot to the skin. You apply it to the palm of your hand, and then you take the sole of your foot and you kind of dim the lights, right? You might want to use the spray that we just talked about, create a nice atmosphere in your room, and then sit on your bed and using the palm of your hand, right? Using the fingers aggravates. So you want to use a firm touch and the palm of your hand to begin to massage from the sole of your foot, from the center of the sole of your foot, out to the sides, towards the tip of the fingers, in towards the inside of the foot, and then going to your heel. And you can kind of make circles around the heel, right? And once you've completed the circles, you can press your palm onto the heel. This is very stimulating, which then ends up very much relaxing the foot. And then you go up the foot again and you kind of move the toes back and forth, just bringing circulation. Often during pregnancy, our extremities experience bloating. So this is also really nice to help release. And then you can just kind of rub, right? You want to rub outwards from the center, right? And it will feel very soothing and relaxing. And we have the oil. And then you can move to the top of the foot. And again, not using your fingers, but the palm of your hand. So you can kind of rub the top of the foot. And then move into the ankle and make little circles with the ankle. Touch is firm and gentle. I don't have oil right now in my hand, so the movement is a little harder. Right? And then you can adjust to where, your belly allows. Obviously, I no longer have a belly, but you can use the other hand. Let me turn around. You can prop yourself up on something, but keep holding the foot with the other hand so it's continuous, and you can make clockwise circles on the other side of the ankle, and then rub down the foot and around. And then end by just kind of pressing on the foot with both of your hands. Very soothing, very grounding. Right? And then you would end with your heel, release the foot, and do the other side. So that's a very soothing, very easy technique to get to root your attention into your body and to help eliminate excess vata or pitta that's aggravating the mind. Bring the experience of the self down from the head into the feet. Be more earthly. Do both feet, obviously. So that's the one thing. You want to use organic sesame oil. I have there the Whole Foods brand, but you can really use Bayan, has a really nice one as well. Okay, then we're going to move into head massage, right? Which, if you were doing like a full body self massage, Abhyanga massage, you would begin with the head. But I'm just giving tips on how to do short, small 5-minute, 3-minute things. So you can do it all, or you can just do one that works, right? So let's say that you were feeling a lot of tension in the head. So again, you could apply warm oil to your hands, or if you didn't want to go there because you don't want to have to deal with showering the next day or whatever, you can have a partner do this by pressing the top of your head with your palm. Again, you want to use the palms of your hands, not your fingers, and just firm pressure at the top of the head. And then you can use, instead of like the fingertips, you can use the palm, but also kind of the firmer part of your fingers, right? And you can kind of just gently press. So this is bringing circulation to your head, and they're long strokes, firm pressure, soothing, making your way from up to down, and this gets the circulation moving, right, in the skull. And then really nice, an important area to focus on when you get to the ears. You can take the two fingers like this in a V, and this is going to be a little tricky with the headset. You can move up and down the sides of your ear. A lot of nerve endings here, and good marma points around the ears that help to relax the nervous system. So you can go up and down a couple of times around the ears. And if you wanted to, you could use lavender oil here, right? That's what I usually use. And then you can kind of go to the occiput part. So let me show you the side view. Two fingers, and you move up and down the side of the ear. And then you can drive the palm to the occiput and press up into the occiput, and then run your hand down into the neck. So pressing up into the occiput and then running the hand firmly down towards the heart. And going up, pressing up into the occiput and then bringing the energy down into the heart. And you can do that a few times, pressing up and then running the hand down towards the heart. And then going back to the ear, another nice soothing thing you can do is pulling the sides of the ears away from the center of the ear. You're pulling away from the center of the ear. That's a very soothing one. And while you're doing that, if you have a partner doing that, that's when you can take your cloth and wet it with warm or hot water, right? And then you can take your lavender oil and just put a few drops on it, and then put that on your forehead or on your eyes, right? And if you have a warm bag, sometimes you can make it quite easily with just a sandbag with some lavender in it, right? You can warm it up. You can use rice as well. And then you would just put it tightly around your head and rest it, and if you're having a hard time relaxing, you can take the palms of your hands and kind of press in. So the heat of the warm water and the soothing smell of the lavender act as relaxants. So you just stay here and, ideally you're laying down. And you can just rest here for, set an alarm clock for 5 minutes. You could also end your massage, your head massage, with just placing, rubbing the palms of the hands to create heat. And hopefully you have some scent in your lavender scent in your palms, and then you just place them over the eyes. And the nice warmth of the hands, the smell, and the darkness kind of help to relax all the nerve endings around the eyes, which naturally help the nervous system to relax. Okay, and then the last one is a warm bath. So I have here some chamomile flowers, rose petals, um, hibiscus pieces of leaves, and dead sea salt. So I've made this concoction myself just because those are things that I find soothing. And you put about a heaping tablespoon for about, like a quart, one of those big quart bag containers of water. So for a whole bathtub, you could put up to about like a fourth of a cup of the herbs. It is not great for your you know for your bathtub, but for your drains. But you could always put a little net over the drain so that it gets caught there. And then you just sit in the warm bath, not too hot, and you just let the fumes not only come through your nose and relax the senses that way, but also they're being absorbed through the skin. So there's all kind of sensorial experiences that are happening that are helping your nervous system relax. So I hope this has been helpful. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention is that while you're in the bathtub, you can do the exercise of talking to your baby about his or her birth. So you kind of go through the journey with her or him so that you're both preparing for it, right? And you can use visualizations such as that your body is a slide for him or her to come through, that your surges are waves and they're going to slowly push her down and out. And just as you prepare her or him, you're preparing yourself to deal with the whole reality of it. And you don't have to stick to anatomical terminology, but you can create your own terms that work for you and that make you feel safe. So that's a great exercise to do while you're doing a bath or when you're doing some of these activities, that you're beginning to really create that connection that you're going to be using during birth, so that you don't feel like you're the only one working, but you're aware that your baby is also doing the journey with you. So those are really wonderful things to help you stay present, soothe your nervous system, pacify your mental aggravations and your anxiety and your fears, and really help you to move inwards, right? Which is a very good skill to have during birth. So I hope this has been helpful, and please feel free to drop a comment below or email me. The links to my websites are below, bblorenzetti.com, birthwithbb.com. And if you've enjoyed these videos, I do ask that please you subscribe to the channel. This is how you can help me to continue to help you through this medium for free. So please do give me a subscribe, and feel free to share with any other people that you feel might use this material. Yeah, that's all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here.